Well, the parade that everyone loves, well, some people, is back. This time, the Big Balloon Parade is on a brand new version rather than the one that was uploaded last month, which was recorded in February. Here is the July edition of the IME Entertainment's popular Big Balloon Parade. And who's leading the parade this time? It's none other than our friend Chloe the Holiday Clown. Because, don't forget, this parade is full of original design balloons and ones based off of Macy's parade balloons. Even including some original characters, which is like Chloe. Like Chloe is. And leading off the parade for our very first float this time is Polar Jack 77's Robloxian, furnished by the Macy's Parade Wikia on Fandom. And on the float comes my friends Oscar Barnett, who had his account got terminated by someone, Aaron Man, and Ben Bryan. And on the back is Hagrid, the host of the show The Smallest Winner, which is going to come out very, very soon. And our first balloon is a brand new addition. This is our newest addition to the parade, and one of two new balloons this time, Peter Rabbit, furnished by Sony Pictures Animation. You see Peter in the books made by popular British author Beatrix Potter, as well as him appearing on his own TV series, as well as Sony Pictures Animation's latest blockbuster hit, Peter Rabbit, which is now available on Blu-ray and DVD. I wonder if he's going to hunt for anything else this time whilst he's in the parade. Who knows? But hopefully he won't cause trouble. Well, a favourite float of ours, and one of our leader floats, has gotten a brand new look, and that's Mr. Robot. And who's sitting up in the front? None other than my friend James, leading the parade yet again. And of course, we can't have a parade without these giant pumpkins. They're big, aren't they? And of course, our giant boom boom cannon is back as well, ready to shoot all the bad guys off if they cause trouble. And on the top is a pepperoni reject. Last year, the M&M spokes candies were our newest addition to the parade, and now they're back for the second time now, so just be careful because this hot air balloon has gone out of control. Red spokes candy has basically, well, is dangling off of the hot air balloon, whilst yellow is just sitting there like it's no tomorrow. Come on guys, just be careful. You can reach it and then you can let yourself free. Come on guys, you can do it. And another favourite addition in our parade is the Brian the Bunny Rabbit Balloonical Falloon, furnished by Payday 51. Brian is back once again. And of course, he can move freely without having to be in the air. The power of logic is entertaining, isn't it, guys? Another addition that we always see is the clowns. We always see them, and sometimes we don't see them. Captain Rex is on top, but this time Boba Fett isn't even there. Where is he? And because they're like Sesame Street, we always have to have our favourite bird next to it, Big Bird. Big Bird is furnished by Sesame Workshop, the non-profit education organisation behind Sesame Street. Recently, Sesame Workshop has announced that they're going to make some brand new shows for Apple. I wonder what they're going to be like. Who knows, because They could probably be puppet stuff, or they could be very similar to like Crow or Dragon Tales or Ghostwriter or the Electric Company. It could be anything. You'll just have to see when it premieres. Oh, whoa, watch there, Big Bird. Right, so far in our balloon cam, we can see balloons like Pink Panther, SpongeBob, there's Olive Oil and Charlie Brown and Bart Simpson's hair. But now, here comes our next float. And uh-oh, it's got a bunch of really wicked people. Yes, it's the criminals float. And they're up to no good. But behind them is someone who's nice and good. And that happens to be Harold the baseball player returning once again. Courtesy of 20th Century Fox Home Entertainment. Based on a baseball player balloon that was featured on Miracle of 34th Street during the Macy's parade there. Harold the baseball player will be bringing up his baseball and enjoying the parade for times to come. Oh, and here is another parade favourite, the Pokey Car. And who's always following the Pokey Car? And, of course, it's Pikachu. Appearing in this design for the 5th time now in our parade, furnished by the Pokemon Company International. Pikachu is now celebrating the brand new movie, Pokemon the Movie, Everyone's Story, which is coming out in Japan right now, to be honest with you. And it will be starring in the brand new video game, Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Pokemon Let's Go Eevee, which will be out on shelves very soon. And he's wearing the cap of his best friend Ash as well, to commemorate the fact that they both love each other. On the side is one of our novelty favourites, R.T. the Pirate, based on a old pirate balloon from 1947. Just behind that comes a float with our favourite characters from The Simpsons on it, including the mischievous Bart on the back. And guess what he's looking at? Well, it's a balloon that's appearing for the 3rd time now in our parade, and that is Bart Simpson himself, furnished by the Fox Broadcasting Company. Bart is still enjoying being the kid who has an attitude on The Simpsons. And well, the next season is going to premiere in September, and to be honest with you, I bet that's going to be a thrill, because how this balloon looks is that his feet are on the skateboard printed on, whilst it skates on like it is real or something. Bye, Bart. And now comes another new refurbished float. That happens to be our amazing Star Wars float. Just take a look at it. It looks magnificent. Yep, I'm meaning it. Magnificent. We've got a land speeder driven by Luke Skywalker, who's got a big grin on his face. We've got a fly with Han Solo without any hair. And also a little walker which doesn't move, with Yoda on the back. The space battles really continue on this float. And now here comes one of our 2 female balloons in the parade, and this is Popeye's Loathsome Low Olive Oil, furnished by Kingfisher Syndicate. This is her 2nd parade in this design now. She was one of the starter balloons in the very first Big Balloon Parade, but in the last parade she came back in this all brand new design. And she is quite tall. Well, if you'd ask her, about the size of a piece of A5 paper. Or about the size of 4 minifigures. So she's quite tall if you'd ask me. Oh, and look at this. It's a giant wheeled robot. It's on wheels. It can rotate around as well. But it can't do anything else. Oh well, the power wheels are exciting, aren't they? Another favourite is a novelty balloon, and that is our toy soldier balloon. As it travels about, marching the band. And look at this, it's the McDonald's big red shoe car, even though there's no Ronald McDonald on it. Instead, we have all sorts of different characters on it, including the driver, Boko Loco. And here is Ronald himself, furnished by the McDonald's Corporation. He's been in the parade ever since day one, but this is his fourth design. And this is his 5th parade in this design. Who knows what Ronald's going to do next? Oh boy, he could do anything. But he is in this awesome designed outfit. And of course he wants to make kids happy and joyful, like he always is. Now in the parade, we're on to the second half of our parade. So that means we get this is just the last half left. And beginning this half is our favourite, Felix the Cat, furnished by DreamWorks. Felix is basically a replica of the old Macy's Parade Felix balloon from 1931. And he's lowered to the ground, and he's our largest novelty balloon yet. And another favourite is the Snoopy's Doghouse float, featuring our favourite Peanuts pals, Snoopy, Lucy and Charlie Brown. So you're a blockhead on the ground, but how about a blockhead in the air? Yes, Charlie Brown's not only a character in our parade, he's also a giant balloon. And this is his 2nd appearance in this design, and now he's holding his football, which Lucy always tries to make sure for him to kick it, but he always fails. But this time he finally has the ball. Now this balloon is furnished by Peanuts Worldwide. And don't forget, Charlie Brown and all his friends are always going to be there for us, because don't forget, even though his creator is dead and has been for a while, Peanuts will still live on to all our families. Here's another float in our parade, and that is the Pontoon Seaplane, with some of our members of the police department on board as well. And how fitting is it with Harold the policeman following behind as well. One of our favourite novelty balloons yet. Here's Sandy Cheeks, and on the back is our favourite sponge, SpongeBob, in this little quad bike car. Oh, and who else is there? Well, our second new giant balloon. It's a new version of everybody's favourite sponge, SpongeBob, furnished by Nickelodeon. Well, SpongeBob missed the last parade because his balloon was under repair. Or was it the last two? Who knows? It was probably the last two. And now he's back on his own with a brand new look and a brand new design. SpongeBob's in the air like he's flying with jellyfish. And he looks like his mouth is a bit wonky as well. Oh well, it's the design, so who cares? And don't forget to basically soak up some fun with SpongeBob every day on Nickelodeon. On this float, we got some former characters who don't normally appear anymore. There's 4, there's What's-His-Face, and then there's the former leader of the clones who doesn't appear on the float anymore. And there's a robot on the back. But because the fact that this piece looks like a roof, you'd easily be fooled on what it is. Here's our other Harold balloon, and that is Harold the Fireman. And he's saluting all the firemen out there and firewomen. And then there's Batman in his little bat car. Because why not? And anyways, he's furnished by DC Entertainment. So here's the view so far, right until the end, because the parade's almost over. Got lots of balloons left and lots of floats. And what should we have without the Pink Panther, making his 4th appearance now and furnished by Metro-Goldwyn-Mayer. The Pinky is so hip, he's so hip. And he's so dag-nab awesome. And he's even wearing a big black tube. So he must be wanting to swim or something. He's one of our largest balloons in our parade. So, maybe the swimming would help. Or would it? You'll just have to probably know later. Oh, and don't forget he has a large tail. And a scarf that's almost as realistic and 3D as you could think. Oh well. He's here. And here come the Powerpuff Girls, riding in this little vehicle, furnished by Cartoon Network. So here the girls are back, and they're awaiting the brand new Lego Powerpuff Girls sets, coming in August. Which is next month, to be honest with you. And here's another favourite of ours. This is Mr. Panda. He's normally with Teddy Bear, but this time he isn't. And to be honest, that's probably the reason why they alternated last time. And here's a brand new float. Chase McCain's on the front of it, because this is the Disney float. Or Falloon, as I should really call it. Featuring all your favourite Disney characters. Donald, Mickey, Minnie, Goofy and Pluto. All on one float. And they're all giant mini balloons as well. So they're on floats. So what bliss could that be? And so, our next balloon is Mickey Mouse. Yes, everybody's favourite mouse is here, furnished by the Walt Disney Company, making his 3rd appearance in this design now. And Mickey's really tilting at an angle this time, flying, because he wants to, even though he's just a mouse. And don't forget, Mickey is always on Disney Channel with his short form series Mickey Mouse. And he's at the Disney parks where he's one of our major characters. The major characters, so yep, don't forget that. And yeah. Uh-oh, here comes trouble. Because guess who's coming here now? It's the merry mean of villains. Various different villains, like ghosts, ghoulies, samurais, skeletons, and of course the leader. And zombies are all here. But don't worry, we've got a hero who can save them all. And he is going to make a very last appearance in this parade. or maybe for a while, and that is Sonic the Hedgehog making his return, and probably the final time in this design. He's furnished by Sega. Sonic is always battling his arch nemesis Dr. Eggman. Every single time. And in this balloon design, he's quite tall. He's our largest balloon character in the parade. He's got giant sneakers. He's got a giant belly and he's got a giant head. And of course he looks hip, cool and awesome. And he's got giant quills as well. Because who thought that would be cool? And the very last float before the Christmas part of our parade is the Island Extreme Stunts float. Now more simplified than ever. Nick Brick and Laura Brick are making sure the Bricks doesn't escape. Snap Lockets trying to glide and will drive at the same time. And Pepperoni's practicing skateboard skills. Oh yes. Cool, isn't it? And starting our Christmas part off are these Christmas lights in all sorts of different colours. Because who thought that would be nice? And because it's almost the Christmas season, not. Because this is in July. It would be Decemberween though. So that would fit. And our first Christmas float happens to be the Percy the Penguin Balloon. Needs to be replaced, to be honest. It's all wearing out. It's been used in probably a lot of big balloon parades. And following on, making his third appearance now, happens to be the Grinch, furnished by Illumination Entertainment. Yep, this is his third appearance now, promoting his new movie that is coming out in November of 2018. And he's even got his faithful dog Max on the back as well. Alongside a giant sack, because dogs are cool, aren't they, guys? Ooh. Just be careful because you don't want that sack to break, Mr. Grinch. Two tasty things you'd love to eat are these two candy canes. They look so tasty to eat, don't you think so? Well, who knows? Who knows? And hey, look, there's a awesome small market as well. And don't forget the camera zooming in very quickly at it because it's so cool. Because, well, they're going to order some stuff. And then the boy's gonna buy some stuff as well. And the character who's got a brand new look, but is the same balloon as she appeared in almost a few years ago, is Miss Petula Pig. She's making a comeback in our parade to celebrate, well, Decemberween. And she's going to appear in the next few parades now, because she's glad to be back, and so we can have a nice female character to appear in our parade. Oh yes, she's hot. And she can dance too. She's our only character balloon who can actually move 360 degrees. To replicate the fact that she's like a dancer. Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer has come to this parade again. Yeah, Rudolph has appeared again, like he always does in our parade since whatnot, so it's fitting that he's come back to our parade. This time we get a boatload of characters on here. No Mrs. Claus this time, she's not in here. But don't forget, I'm over there, and I'm voicing it right from where Santa's float is, but you can't hear him because, well, my microphone's not pointing to him saying ho ho ho. Here, ho ho ho. So yeah, here is my custom elf who's appeared in a few parades now. It's Shooting Star Elf, And then here comes our last main float, the Snow Family, which has appeared in a few parades now, which has an alien and a chicken. How nice is that? Oh. Making the return to the parade for the first time in a little while is Eben Bear. And this will be his last appearance as well in the parade, because he'll be replaced with a brand new teddy bear similar to him. Who will it be? You'll just have to see in the next parade. And yep, Eben's holding a delicious candy cane. Well, a smaller one. Well, he is so cute in this little stocking as well. Makes sense because this is Christmas after all. So then, following in the elves comes, of course, the Santa Claus float, which means the parade is officially over. And this is the brand new Santa float, because now he can rotate 360 degrees, and he has a horse as a thing now. Doesn't make sense, but still, it's a good alternative for a reindeer any day. Well, guys, the parade's over, so I'd better get off and disappear. Yes. Bye-bye, everybody. See you guys next time. The